Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Running for it, here's Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook punching it in from a yard away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
This is taken at the 15. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Packer. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jordan Berry out to punt on fourth down. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 60 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll head down to our... It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Cousins on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Lets it fly for Thielen. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 60. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Cook up the gut. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings... Here are the Vikings now to